Hello, 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 everyone. Hi, 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 hi. You know what I didn't do? You know what I didn't do? You know what I didn't do? I'm going to go back to holding screen real quick, everybody. You know what's absolutely hilarious is the fact that I actually totally set the stream live like 5 minutes before we were supposed to go live. But YouTube automatically set it to unlisted. So I looked at the stream when I came back and there was just nobody on it. And I was like, oh, I was just in the Discord with like 8 people. How is nobody in the chat? That's great. Because YouTube set it to unlisted. So that's how we're living for the day, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Noah. Hi, Turtle. Hi, Biker. How you guys doing? We're all just sort of living, loving, and laughing. I'm still just kind of letting things build up because we obviously didn't have time for everybody to get in the stream before I started. So we're going to just chill for a little bit. Blame YouTube always. That's correct. Hey, Justice. Hi, Co. Let's see here. Colin, what's up? Heyo, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Organize a collected punked moment. That's exactly what happened. You all said we're not showing up to this stream. No, sir. No, siree. We're not doing it. No, that's exactly what happened. Because you guys hate me. Let's see here. I'm looking for... I got something in the mail. I got something in the mail yesterday that I think several of you will be excited about. I got something in the mail. I got my sticker sheet in the mail. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's in the merch store now. Look it. It's part of our Yubi Chibi line. Look at that. Look at how cute that is. It's me. I'm sad. It's going to go on my commander box. I love it. It's very cute. It's very cute. I love it a lot. Yeah, it's very cool. Oh, actually, hear me out. There's something that we haven't put in the store yet that I got a sample of that I want to see what you guys think of real quick. This is between you and me, chat. This is not for anybody else. Oh, hey, what's up, Hex? How you guys doing? Viplush, IJ. Who's the commander? I'm going to put my Elsha threefold master box on it. This is not in the store. This is a sample. What do you guys think of this? Do we like this? Is this like a thing that people would buy? It's the blue sort of UB retro color cap we've been talking about putting in the store. This is something that we're talking about. We haven't actually made the decision on this one yet. It's not. See, the problem is I have a very large head. I have a very big head, and I don't think it doesn't really fit my head because I have a very big head and I have a lot of hair. Yeah, it's a good color though, right? I just don't know because so many of our audience have big heads, and like I'm with the big head gang. I want to find a hat that fits us, but it's so hard. Let's see here. We stickers. You do get the stickers. Not a geek. The stickers are in the store right now. They're in the fourth wall. That goes crazy. Let's see here. You would buy that. Vindrel says he just got done being a pre-K teacher for the day. Hex, that's valid. Sick hoodie, nice color. Hats are cool. Just have a big head. Same with you, Turtle. I like the hat despite not being enthusiastic. I wear hats. Valid. Back fixture is one of those sliding straps. I've got it on max right now. I prefer the elastic, but it was a good quality. Let's see here. Wear bandana that looks like that. That's a good call. I used to be a bandana guy back when I had longer hair. Making a beanie would go hard. Ooh, that's a good call. If it was a flat bill snapback, you would. All right, heard Jay. If it was a visor, those big heads can wear it. It's true. Chibi Finwake fisherman's hat. When that would go crazy. Will I have a purple one? We don't even know if we'll have a blue one. IJ, you're jumping the whole queue. Hate Velcro. Wears out too quickly. I agree. I don't like Velcro backs. Hey, what's up, Demolition? How you doing? Courtney, hello. Love the color. Bucket hat would also slap. Okay, so there is interest for hats because we currently have 2 hats in the store. Here, you know, I'll pull up the fourth wall real quick, and we'll talk about it for a sec. go to my screen. Hello, there's me. So obviously we have the sticker sheet, which, oh, you guys can't really see the sticker sheet. So we got the sticker sheet, which I was just showing off. I finally got mine in the mail. We got the desk mat, and of course we got the lovely Kenna in the freaking Yubi Chibi shirt, which is very cool. If you guys have not seen the Yubi Chibi collection, by the way, this shit goes crazy. We worked really, really, really hard on it with an artist that did a really, really good job. The Yubi Chibi shirt comes in, mine's actually in the dryer downstairs, that's why I'm not wearing it. But like, it comes in a bunch of colors. I have the red one. Kenna has the purple one. Matt has the orange one. Torie had the yellow one. Let's see here. Feeling froggy. Some after the class. I like the old one too. Discuss that, but fast, less of a problem for me. Job, it's peak. Well, I've been looking for a new desk mat. Hey, listen. This is our XL desk mat. We heard the complaints on the last one. It was too small. So we got a bigger one. Mine's currently in the mail on its way here, or I'd show it off now. We're still rocking the Take a Stand shirt. What? Still rocking the Take a Stand shirt. Still going to stand with Minnesota. Ice is still there, so we're still rocking it. But yeah, so here we go. Here are the two hats we have now. I like both of these, but I wanted something that isn't black, because I feel like it's just very, like, you know, the cap is very black. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Does Burrty not have one? Does Burrty not have one? What, Turtle? Tell me what we don't have. There's a Little Miss Magic Witch / Cowboy hat. You wear that. That goes crazy. Watching Office Hours 3 before hopping here just to kill time. Hey, that goes crazy. Diesel. Let's see here. We still got the Pride 2025 stuff going on. This is still here. We're never going to take it out of the store. It's just now it's down near the bottom. And then latest on YouTube. Oh, look, it's me. That's what I'm doing right now. It's Streamception. Of the shirts. Burrty does not yet have one because he's been on a boat. We've been waiting to see where he ends up so that I can send him one. Yeah, is basically the mood. Let's see. You failed to watch February Q&A. You need to go watch it soon. Not a geek. That's fine. Yeah, everybody doesn't need to be caught up all the time. But yeah, that's where we unveiled the Yubi Chibi line, including our stickers. Oh, these stickers are so cute. I love them so much. No, Burrty does not yet have a shirt because he's been on a boat. One day he will not be on a boat. Just chuck it at the boat. That's fair. Okay, boats are spooky right now. He is not anywhere that is in danger in the world. I'll tell you that one right now. He's okay. And he's not going to be on the boat for too much longer. We're all very happy that he's going to be back soon. So the purpose of today's stream, yesterday in the spoiler chat of the Discord, we were having a bit of a discussion. Let's see here. I'm pulling it up right now. Let's see here. I was having it. This all started with a conversation that happened where it said, "Hey, Aaron," by Magical Girl Lori, who is a beloved member of our community and somebody who I regularly chastise for being a jerk face. I'm kidding. I love you, Lori. Hey, Aaron, can't Silver just call up the Gen 2 protagonists for some real stronger than red firepower? And my response was another successful rage bait. Because this is rage bait. This is a rage bait sentence. There's no way that anyone truly believes that Ethan is stronger than Red. Yes, he technically won the battle that happened at the end of Heart Gold Soul Silver because you were the protagonist and thus you had to win. No one in their right mind thinks Ethan is stronger than Red. So the entire purpose of our conversation today is we're gonna be tier listing the entirety of the Pokemon world, basically. Oh yeah. So how does that sound to everybody? Are we chilling with that? Do we love that? Let's see here. I'm gonna move this a little this way so you can see a little bit better. All right, there we go. Incorrect buzzer sound. Why have a Discord if not rage bait? Yeah. Oh, that is a good question. Is the tier list accurate to my world? So I want to clarify. This tier list is going to be a subjective to me power level off of my memory and nostalgia tier list, which means that probably this is canonical to strength in the UB world. So it's the list itself is subjective, but then you remember that my subjective beliefs are what sculpt the world of Unbeatable. So that's sort of where we're going with it. Johto campaign is have Ethan is a fake champion. Let's see here. I have a slight question related to stickers. How did sensitivity to yeah. Not a geek, go for it. Go for it. Go for it, not a geek. Let's see here. Yes, not a geek. That is the question you just asked me. I'm gonna read your question out loud. Is the sad professor sticker, which is this sticker right here. This one right here. It's my face. Oh wait, here we go. Right here. Right here. Because of all the roles that you did. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So S plus tier is, yeah, this is the cream of the crop. This is the top tiers of champions. S is like strong champion. A is regular champion. You know, honestly, we'll do it like this. Strong champion. Let's see here. Champion. So somebody who's champion level. Someone who is strong E4. Someone who is E4. Strong gym leader. Gym leader. Weak gym leader. And then this last category is I don't know who the fuck that person is what this last one is. I don't know who the fuck that person is. Oh, thank you, Jan. It's, oh my God. Wait, jam is better than jelly. $2. Thank you. Get little kids who beat adult red. Hey, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. Technically, I would make it unbeatable, but even red has canonically lost according to the conversation that we just had, so it would not be true for anybody to be on that. Johto protagonist doing during Unbeatable? Are they hanging out Johto? They got lives, man. It's been 17 years, dog. They got other shit going on. You know, not even all of Kanto is where the emergency is happening right now. So Richie's actually not the weakest, not a weak gym leader. He just didn't earn his spot. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so getting into it, just straight up. Yeah, red goes in S+. Red is him. He is the baseline that we are judging every other person off of. He's got it all. He's got the strong Pokemon. He's got the feats. He's got the aura farming, because aura farming is a category that I'm judging on. So just starting out, red is S+. It's just who he is, you know? Will you be putting someone who is a gym leader in the game but E4 UB? So this is my personal belief as to where they are right now in UB. This is UB level. Just to put everything there. So I will be judging off of where I think they are in UB right now. Okay. Then we have Leaf. I have not placed in champion. I'm just dragging up here so I can start to fuck around. Leaf is champion tier, just in general, because you as the player are champion tier. I don't think I'd put Leaf up at strong champion. I think that just overall in the challenges that Leaf faces and everything, I think I would put Leaf at regular champion. Yes, Lori, I did summon you. If you go back to the beginning of the VOD, I specifically called you out. Weak gym leader, but aura farms like a boss. Exactly. That's Faulkner's who Biker is describing. We're going in order of the pictures. So I'm just going to be going through these and we're going to discuss as they happen. But I think I'm going to put Leaf solidly in champion tier. I mean, Leaf, you as the protagonist, do beat the entire Elite Four. You do beat the champion. But I don't know that I'm putting Leaf on like Cynthia level. I'm not putting her up there. But if we're going manga, again, this isn't manga, this is UB. I don't give a fuck. This is where I'm at. This is my belief. Whereas I would actually also only put Blue at the same level as champion level. Man could not hold on to his title for more than 5 minutes. Of course, that's because red popped up, but that's where I'm at. This is where we start to get interesting. So we have Professor Oak. I'm not putting him in strong gym leader. I'm just pulling him up here to chat about it for a second. And I am Professor Oak. I am torn on because, you know, canonically, Professor Oak was a champion in terms of, actually, I don't know if that's actually canon, but that is definitely headcanon for most people. And I accepted that. So for UB, it's canon. He was champion at one point. But then he aged and he stopped being champion and he became a professor. And I would say currently he's on tier with most E4. I mean, he's dead now, but like if he was alive, E4. Counterpoint, beard, solid aura. That's true. That's true. So Biker Dwarf, that's true. But the fact that he's dead drops him like 3 or 4 tiers. Soak is crazy. Samuel Oak's Soak is insane. Samuel Oak, that's a horrifying way to write that. Oh, no. Oh, we'll get to the E4 here in a second. We've got the gym leaders to get to first. Soak is crazy, though. Soak is crazy. Professor Sleeper Build Samuel Oak. Soak sounds like, okay, so you have an Alder alive for your world. Look, Alder is so far away, guys. We will get there. We are 5 minutes in. We're still in Kanto. We're still doing the Kanto gym leaders. For example, in Unbeatable, canonically Brock is E4, but I'm not putting him on strong E4 level. I think Brock is regular. I think Brock is the new Bruno. I think he's just standard ass E4, ultimately. And ultimately, I think Misty's there too. I don't think either of them break strong E4. I think there is a clear gap. OG Oak was champion in the manga. That's where it was. Okay. And throwing hands with Agatha. I agree. We all know Oak in his prime could have. See, this is the thing, is Oak in his prime could have. Wait, if you're canon, Professor Oak, see Gary become professor, already said. Oh, no. Professor Oak only passed relatively recently. I think within the last, like, 5 or 10 years, if I remember correctly, in the UB timeline. So he definitely saw Blue/Gary become professor. Part of my story, he's 78 years old. There you go. Rock Bar, let's see. Their types are a letdown, I feel. Hey, you know, I don't even know what we're talking about right now. So, then we get to Surge. I think Surge... Yeah, I think he peaked at Strong Gym Leader. I don't think he ever really got above Strong Gym Leader. Like, even minus Old plus Aura, which evens out, I agree. Yeah, it's just like, you know, that's sort of where I'm seeing it right now. Is just like, he peaked at Strong Gym Leader. He's gonna die soon in the UB timeline. What's the last tier? This is, sorry, let me scroll up so you can see real quick. I don't know who the fuck this person is, which will be relevant as we get into the later gens. As we get into it, that'll be relevant later. Here, you know what? Let me small my screen a little bit so that way you guys can read everything. There we go. So that's that sort of level. Is there a faction clock roll for Surge's Heart giving out? There was. Until they battled him, there was. That definitely was the thing. Erica, currently, I'm actually going to say that she has gotten less powerful over time in UB, especially because she's not a career battler anymore. She went off to go kind of live her, like, aristocrat life. So she's not really a super battler anymore. She's still, to clarify, to be on this list, you need to be a good battler. But, like, Erica, I think because she retired young, she has not been battling for the last like 15, 20 years. She's in her 40s. Her Pokemon are out of practice. I think she hits weak gym leader tier. Misty does look up to Lorelei. That's true. In UB, Surge is the only OG gym leader, right? That is still a gym leader? Yes, because Koga and Sabrina are both E4 in UB now. Erica's she's just vibing. Speaking of powerful people, Koga and Sabrina, these are the motherfuckers that get the strong E4 line. These are both objectively better battlers than Brock and Misty. And that's not to say that Brock and Misty won't continue to grow. They're both in their 30s at this point. But Sabrina honestly, Sabrina's actually stronger than strong E4. Sabrina's minimum champion tier, if not stronger. But Koga is definitely strong E4. In UB, Sabrina is up there. She does not cheat anymore, Biker Dwarf. She's grown up. She's learned. Koga does definitely cheat, but that's the ninja way, so that's allowed. Does this tier include some spin-off characters like Masters Pro Tag? I don't know. It's whoever was on this. There's a lot of characters. We'll get there eventually. That's true. I mean, Sabrina's aura should pop her into strong champion, to be honest, but we'll see. I'll leave her there for now. Let's see here. In E4. Yeah, was E4 in Heart Gold Soul Silver? Yeah, we were determining whether or not he was E4 or strong E4, which are two different tiers. Got so much experience, he should be strong go E4. The only reason he is not the strongest is because Sabrina is an anomaly. She is genuinely crazy. Like, I am debating popping her up to strong champion, but I think she's currently hit her ceiling because Red's had the champion level for so long. Let's see here. So the current E4 in UBs is so in order of challenging order and strength, it goes from weakest to strongest. Brock, Misty, Koga, Sabrina for UB current E4. Finally catching a stream live. Hello from Finland, bruh. Thank you for coming to me from Finland. That goes crazy. Once in a generation psychic. Yeah, no, Sabrina she's unfair. Genuinely. Blaine, similarly to Oak, I think he gets the debuff of being dead. Unfortunately, he did pass away. But I think Blaine was low E4 when he was alive. Prime Blaine was strong E4. When we battle him in the games, he was low E4. I think dead pops him down to strong gym leader. I think that's his tier level. Out of curiosity, what is the order of Kanto UB? So Sound of Music, I think the stream's about to catch up. I think is what's about to happen. All right, bye, Hex. Thank you so much for joining us before your drive. Lord, I'm surprised none of the Johto characters up their game, TBH, given they shared a league. Hey, we're still gonna get to the Johto characters in a little bit. We're still going. Giovanni. I'm gonna make a whole new category. Give me a second. Add row below. Here we go. We're just gonna go down here. We're just gonna put that right there. There we go. I think that's where we'll leave Giovanni for now. I think that's where we leave Giovanni for now. I think that's the spot he goes. I think that's where that is. I think that's the life we live. Let's see here. So, Lorelei was incredibly powerful. And I've said that she canonically did retire from E4, but she has not stopped battling. So that brings her to E4 level to begin with, because she was never a weak member of the E4. She's always been very strong, and Misty does look up to her. I would say that with the given extra experience, Lorelei's probably in her late 40s, early 50s at this point. I would say that she's popped up to Koga level of strong E4. She's still not champion tier, I think. I don't think she's got that dog in her the way that the other champions do. So Lorelei, I think, is up to strong E4. See, we'll get to Janine in a second. Where is Janine? Janine! Where did you go? There she is. We'll grab Janine as well, because she's a gym leader in Kanto, so she's important. Janine, strongest the strong E4. Honestly, Janine is somewhere on that line right between E4 and strong gym leader. Like, again, so this is something I want to point out. And this is like canonical to the world of UB. We'll get to there, AJ. We'll get to there. With Red having been the champion for so long, that upward momentum of trying to be the very best in Kanto has kind of stalled out. People don't get significantly stronger because they don't have the ability to move up a tier. Because normally there's a champion, and then somebody beats the champion, and there's sort of an upward momentum for the entire system, right? Currently, the highest you can hope to go to is getting an E4 appointment, which those have been locked for 15 years. So that means the highest you can go to is a gym leader, and you just really can't challenge yourself past that in Kanto. It's a genuine issue. It's one of the reasons the gym leaders haven't stopped more of the villain stuff in Kanto, is because they're not as strong as they were. Love the show. Have done so many team comps and thought about how you've done an Unbeatable campaign. Hell yeah. Let's see. Really want Lorelei in the podcast, not gonna lie. Lori, not gonna lie, Lorelei is a character that I've debated for a really long time in the show because I love her dearly. Red Tactical Nuke Ketchum is blocking the way. That's exactly what's happening, is Red being so... You know what it is? You know what? It really is the All Might issue of Red takes care of everything, so everybody else is a little bit more lax. The number one hero, that slot is locked off. It's the Endeavor All Might situation, right? For everybody else, though. So I think Janine has sort of capped out at strong gym leader in the UB world, is where she's at. I think that if Red wasn't in the picture, most of these people would go up a tier. But he's just been so prevalent in Kanto Johto that a lot of these characters in the UB world are just not able to grow to their full potential. Let me see here. I'm moving the stream elements over. Oh, wait. This one. Up it, Eritaka, you gonna be kidding you up. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around. There we go. Okay. So, let's see here. Oh, Professor, I have a question about the wording in the Aura Guardian ability. Tardo, That's fine, but we're in the middle of a stream. You could put it in the Discord or put it in the YouTube comments. That's fine. That's fine. You can ask. See, would you say that Johto is also suffering the issue of red being OP? Yes, because Kanto Johto in the UB world have a joint league. So the E4 and champion for Johto are the E4 and champion for Kanto. They suffer from the same way. Bruno. No, I was gonna leave him with spoilers. No, I think canonically we've talked about is Bruno is E4 tier. I think he has stayed strong, but I think he's genuinely tied with Misty and Brock for his strength. I don't think he's gotten significantly stronger because again he doesn't have a challenge. Current the Extinguisher Willow is ready to challenge him. If you wanted to somehow connect Laurel, I did Silver canonically just because they both have red hair. Demolitioning, you should watch the most recent art because we make some jokes about that. Let's see here. Bruno off with Mulches and Red Rock. Somewhere, maybe. Beatable crew about to break through the E4 and everyone realizes the E4 aren't unbeatable and reignite the goal to be the best. Hey, Dragon Lemur, I hope. Let's see here. Yes, spoilers for Arc 5, Mr. Slinger. Let's see here. Bruno wouldn't lax out. See, he didn't lax out. He just hasn't gotten better. There's a difference. Agatha suffers from the Blaine and Professor Oak thing of being dead. Does knock you down a little bit. Because Agatha would be, if she was alive, probably here or here. If she was alive. But I think with the aging, with where she went out in life, I think she does come down to probably here. I think she's still stronger than Oak, but she is dead. But we based on the anime and the manga. This is off of UB Blue Jammer J. This is the UBC plot. There's no way Agatha isn't a zombie now. Let's see here. Fire extinguisher in the Discord. Oh, very nice, very nice, very nice. I'm ready to see it in Arc 5. It goes crazy. Let's see. Lori, I think that Agatha probably became a Gengar. In my heart of hearts, I think she just turned into a Gengar. Let's see here. Let's see. E4 ghosts don't weaken with age. Valid. Unfortunately diagnosed with dead. Yeah, her new villain, her Gengar, would still be around. I think she just hangs out with her Gengars. I think what happens. Yeah. Lance. I think Lance hits champion tier, and I think he's just above Sabrina. I think that Lance is still around. He'd be in his like late 40s at this point. I think Lance is still champion tier. I think he's been training. He's been trying. I think actually Lance is one of the few characters. You know what? No. I'm going to pop up Lance to strong champion because I think in UB, Lance is a character that has been unshackled from the hierarchy of red being so strong because he's not champion anymore. And he gets to travel and go explore new things and like what is the name of that like region that they introduced between Sinnoh and Kanto on the map? Kitakami or whatever from the DLC. Like that's got extra dragon types in it that he could go and explore. Like I think that Lance is probably not shackled by the same sort of issue as everybody else has been. Yeah, and Claire would be constantly pushing it, but I think Claire suffers from the issue that a lot of these people do that Lance no longer does. So it's just, you know, that's where I think Lance is. I think Lance is actually in the strong champion tier at this point. With Hydrapple would be, that's what I'm saying, dog. I'm saying that like Lance would get the, like Lance isn't shackled to being champion. He's not a gym leader. He's not an E4. He can travel. He can experience other regions. He can train himself in a way that a lot of these characters just can't anymore. So there's Bill. There's Bill. That's where Bill lives. That's the whole conversation. Is this the guy who builds the fucking the trade system? What's his name? It starts with a C. What's his name? Would he have the Applin line? I mean, I would think that Lance is so obsessed with dragon types, he'd have every line of dragon types that can be found in like the sort of Nippon, like Japan, like continent. Celio, that's his name. Yeah, he sits here. I mean, he's. You know what? Let's see. We're gonna add row below. Not career battler. That's where we're gonna put you, and we're gonna edit this so that it's aesthetically pretty because I don't like that that's not pretty. I'm gonna edit this one to be this. There we go. Okay, much better. Let's see here. Now we get to the conversation that started this. Ethan. Ethan canonically has defeated Red in a fight, and I think that I will give him S+, but he's under Red. I think he does get S+. I think Ethan gets S+. He is canonically beaten 2 different leagues when he was like 10 years old. He did rival Red. I think Ethan is S+. Yeah. I think that's the conversation. I think that's my final statement on it is Ethan is S+. He's just still not as good as Red. I think they're both protagonists, right? In the way, and I think that they both have feats that Leaf doesn't have. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I think Ethan/Gold S+. Yeah. See, Rockets would have been turned into a fine mist. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's where Ethan is. If Ethan was present and Red was present, there wouldn't be Rockets. There wouldn't be Neo Dynamo. There wouldn't be any of that. Yeah. Now Lyra. I think that's where Lyra sits. If you'd like to make a case for Lyra, you can, but she never struck me as someone who got that dog in her. She ain't got that dog in her. I've never seen that dog in Lyra before. I think she gets pretty strong, but I think that's where Lyra sits, as personally my opinion, but that's just me. So, yes and no. Because we're also including, so Bikerdorf, you got to remember, my versions of these characters are also built off of bits of their manga pieces, bits of their anime appearances. She ain't got that hound dog in her. You know, so I think Lyra in UB, because she's also just so sweet, right? And she's not the like vicious battler the way that Gold is. And that's not a knock on her. She's still, again, in order to be on this list, you have to be great. Right, she is still a career battler. She just ain't got that dog in her, you know. But she's on the level of somebody like Janine, somebody like Surge. Which one is the one that caught Raiko in this side anime? I don't know. Let me go look. If somebody can answer that question in the chat, go for it. Because I unfortunately have not consumed every version of Pokemon. Let's see here. In animation, major appearances. Let's see here. I don't know who's had it. Chris. So Chris is the one who had it. Yeah, I was already gonna rank Chris higher than Lyra. I think Chris champion tier. I think Chris is champion tier with a lot of the rest of the pro tags. I think less than Sabrina, but I think I was gonna write Chris. Chris was already gonna go higher because unlike Lyra, Chris got that dog in her. You know, Chris is very, 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 very powerful. She was the protagonist of Crystal. Yeah, I think Chris goes up to champion is where I think that goes. I think low champion, high E4 is where Chris sits. But I'm gonna do her the favor of sitting her at champion. I think that's the vibe that we go off of. Yeah, let's see here. Silver. So this is UB Silver. Once again, we're talking UB Silver. I think UB Silver. Right there. I think UB Silver right there. I think he definitely could ascend to E4 if there was an opening, and I think he's honestly on the short list to do so. I think he is stronger than Janine, but only because Silver has extracurricular drive that Janine doesn't have. Silver, remember we talk about in UB, Silver still doesn't know where the fuck his dad went, right? And he's got kind of like a vengeance quest going off on the side thing. Silver in UB has other family stuff going on. Silver has extra things that push him to grow more than Janine has been pushed to grow. Yeah, let's see here. UB E4 recruit by knockout, like you can challenge for promotion. UB, it is, okay, so the way that E4 works in UB is that it is an appointment-based thing. You serve at the pleasure of the champion. However, Red will absolutely let someone challenge for one of his E4 slots because he's a battle maniac. That's who he is. His practice Lyra is the friend, and it's Meryl that evolve and devolve because they want to evolve. I hate Lori. This is great. This is a great point. It was Annabelle. It was Annabelle who had it. Heard. Thank you, Biker Dwarf. I appreciate you. We'll get there eventually. We still got a lot of people to get through. We're not making it through this whole list, by the way, guys. That's just not happening. How does it affect Wulfric's legacy? What are we talking about? What are we... Isn't Wulfric the ice type? The ice type gym leader from Snowbell? Yeah. Is he related to somebody? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Why are we bringing up characters? Let's see. Wulfric is not till... Wulfric's all the way the fuck down here. Where's Wulfric at? I don't even see it. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. There he fucking is. He's all the way down here. We're not worrying about him yet. We're so far away. Yeah, we're so far away. Chris doesn't appear anywhere else. I have read the same as Ethan. Ethan got that dog in him, though. Ethan got that, because now you got to mix the gold stuff as well for the manga in with Ethan. Ethan got that dog in him. Like, not all the protagonists make it up to the S+ tier. All right, several of the protagonists are down here. Like, you got Leaf over here. Let's see here. Good drip. Wolfram from Kalos. Chris appears in Masters. That's true, but most of them appear in Masters. Whoa, we got Professor Elm. That's where he goes. We got Faulkner. Yeah, he's been around longer. I was gonna put him under his initial sort of listing, but it has been like 17 years. I would say he's probably up to regular gym leader. I don't think Faulkner... He's got the aura, but again, he's lacking the barks, the dogs. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. I would say Bugsy has it more than Faulkner has it, and even Bugsy's probably still just a gym leader. You know? See? There you go. Chris has a Suicune. There you go. This bitch. All right, it's Whitney. It's Whitney. As much as I don't want to give it to her, Whitney gets strong gym leader. I don't want to give it to her. Once she stops being a crying little baby, she's so strong. She's so strong. Yeah. It's the same level as Surge, I think. I think Whitney is very strong. Yeah. Yeah. Whitney, Sinnoh Ice Gym Leader is Candace. Kalos Ice E4 is Wulfric, is what we were talking about earlier for people who are still chatting about it. I think Whitney is a very strong gym leader. Still a normal type trainer, she shifted fairy types. That's a good fucking point. Ooh, I've never thought about that. Not once, William. Ooh. She almost definitely would have shifted to fairy types, but I think her Miltank is still her ace. Yeah, she almost definitely would have shifted into fairy types. That's just who she is as a person. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly Sound of Music. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying her ace would still be her Miltank, but I think she probably would have shifted. Yeah. No, I don't think she switches off normal. I think the gym probably... I mean, nobody gets Terra. We're not in Paldea. Nobody here gets Terra. We're not in Paldea. Gen 2 OGs have nightmares about that fucking Miltank. Yeah. Miltank, I think she's all about cute Pokemon. I think she'd have a mix of normal fairies. I agree. I think her gym is probably fairy types. I think her team, very similar, like, we're going to get to Flint later, where Flint is the fire type E4 in Sinnoh, and he has very few fire types. I think that Whitney is still a fairy, or has become a fairy type gym leader, but she still has a lot of normal types. Nah, she ain't put respect on shit. She disrespecting. We want to talk about people who put respect on the name of their types. We get Morty. I think Morty, unfortunately, as much as he is dripped and aura'd out, I think he sticks at gym leader. I think Morty is not a protagonist. I think Morty is a side character, and I think he sticks at gym leader. As much as I love him, he's one of my favorite characters from Kanto Johto. I think Morty sticks at gym leader, which is unfortunate. Even with like him being the sort of go-to ghost expert post Agatha's death in Kanto Johto, I think Morty sticks at gym leader. I don't know that he gets up to tier. Let's see here. We got Chuck. I don't want to be disrespecting Johto like this, guys. I don't want to be disrespecting Johto like this. I'm so sorry. I love Johto. Johto is my favorite region, to clarify. I love Johto. Realistically. You keep... Wait a second. You think Morty is the second strongest? We haven't even gotten to the top 3 yet, dog. That's crazy. Morty give a good dap up? He can. It's true. He can. You want to get to strong Johto trainers? we're just gonna knock her up there for a little bit. We just knock up. I think Chuck would push really hard, but I think kind of what I said earlier about a lot of the Kanto trainers is Chuck just doesn't have a lot of places to go. And he's also, gonna be honest, he was in like his like late 30s, early 40s when we met him 17 years ago. He's now in his late 50s, early 60s, you know? So it's like, he's aging, dog. There's a reason that people are playing in these sports at their prime, right? He was already past his prime. I want to talk about past our prime. Once again, we get to people who have died, people who have passed away. Price is simply not around anymore. He would have been at strong gym leader if low E4. He's gonna get I mean, he would have been Blaine level. He would have been Blaine level is where he would have been. So with Blaine being knocked down, I think Price and Blaine, right there. Claire, Morty, Whitney. Jasmine became a coordinator because she doesn't battle as hard anymore. See, Lori, that's true. But you gotta remember the rules for coordinator that I've built for UB do include battles. Yeah. Let's see here. Pride. Yeah, again, Price is another like former champion tier, has gone down and died. Die debuff is crazy. We got to figure out immortality, guys. That's true. But that's the thing is you got to remember, Lori, as well. Coordinating in the UB world, the rules that I've been building involve battles. There you go. I mean, Claire comes up here. I think Claire is... No? Ooh, I don't know if she's broken champion looking at who's in the strong E4 list. I put Claire and Koga neck and neck. So either Claire is bottom of champion or top of strong E4. What are you guys thinking? Because I put them straight together in UB is sort of my brain. And remember, this is my subjective list and therefore the honest canonical list of UB. Yeah, she deserves it. She worked hard for it, Laura. You're right. Have some of these trainers ever considered Justice? What have they considered? How's UB Brand now? Or was he top 8? Brand? I should put Brand on this list. Brand would probably be... I think he's not weaker. He's not stronger than Surge or Janine. I think he's probably somewhere in here, if not just in the high end of the normal gym leader tier. I don't think he's as strong as he would have been. Let's see here. Hi, Beluga. Let's see. Claire, straight champion. She spars with the Lance champion. All right, strong E4. Claire get a debuff for being a sore loser. No, because we didn't give that to Whitney. Some of these trainers ever not dying. That's valid. I think they considered it, especially if she's matured after spending a lot of time with Lance. Yeah, I'll give her champion. I don't think she hit strong champion yet, but I think she's working towards it. Yeah, Katie and Larisha as well. See, we got to add those images because they weren't already here. We'll have to. Here, somebody put in the Discord, if you have time, put little square images that are like their names or something like that, and I'll throw those images in here too. Let's see here. And the Saffron guy as well. Yeah. His maturity. Imagine she fixed that. That's true. That's true. Let's see here. Now we get to Will and we get to Karen. Will and Karen were both E4. Will and Karen were both very competitive and both were dismissed as E4 once Red became champion. Again, because Red took a little break in the middle of that, but we don't talk about that because they don't really talk about when they talk about the era of Red, they just talk about the last 20 years, not the brief period where he wasn't champion, which I don't think has really come up in the thing. They're both very competitive, very strong. I think Karen is still stronger because she was canonically stronger than Will, and I think she's right there with Lorelai. I think Will is probably on the tier of like Bruno, is where I'm at. Let's see here. Oh shit, I haven't missed a ton. Hey, it's true. I wonder if they do Time Pro Platinum or just Lucas done. What did you miss? Onyx French? You've not missed almost anything. We've just been doing a tier list for where people are at in the UB level of strength. Karen was Agatha's protege. Exactly. Karen is incredibly powerful. She is former Elite Four Karen and still respected in that way for a reason. Samuel Oak is dead. Blaine is dead. Price is dead. It's not a good day to be an old man. Hey, don't forget Agatha. Agatha's also dead. Don't just list the old men. Agatha also died. Oh shit, the Rockets. We're just gonna do that. Not a career battler. Oh, what the fuck is this guy's name? He's the guy who's trying to get Suicune. What is his name? I'm gonna put him here for now. I don't remember his name. He's best friends with Morty. Agatha's a ghost. We respect her. It's true. Eugene, yeah, this guy. I don't remember him well enough to place him. He didn't get brought into the plot of UB, so he's gonna go. I don't know who the fuck that person is. Okay, so this is sort of the UB side of things with the canonical characters that exist, and where they sit, in terms of like the UB list. So when we talk about like UB characters like in Kanto Jodo who could affect a story, this is where they're at. Inner element, dead, giant buff, trust. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. Beautiful tier list. So this is them. We're gonna keep going because we have another 15-20 minutes left of the stream, and I'm just gonna keep going because I don't have anything else planned until later tonight. So we're gonna keep going, but we're not getting to this whole list because there's a lot of characters on here. But we'll keep going for now. So we talk about protagonists making it on. I mean, these two went through the fucking ringer. I'm gonna be real. They make it strong champion tier. I think honestly they probably beat Lance. I think those two fucking get up there. Yeah. Yeah, I think Brendan and May just get up there. I think they deserve strong champion. I think they're incredibly powerful. I think they're incredibly strong. I think that the things that they went through were some of the most, like, the biggest tribulations of any champion. I think they go up there. Honestly, I'm almost bumping them up to S+, if not for their manga runs were a little bit, like, more lackluster than Ethan and Red. But, like, yeah, they are incredibly powerful, and they are cream of the crop. Not getting to a whole list, coward. I don't want to be here for 6 hours. Yeah, I think they definitely get up there. I think. No, you know what? No, I'm gonna pop them up. Fuck it, I'm gonna pop them up. I think that the Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire plot is so much more difficult than most plots that Pokemon go through. I think the only harder plot is Sinnoh than those ones. You know what? No, I got to keep them below Ethan because their manga run was not as sparkling as Ethan's. But yeah, they get S+. They get S+. Let's see here. Gens for protagonists. Only one of the two because the other got 6 badges and became a researcher. Hey, Lori, listen, you're right. Also, what do you mean their manga run isn't as good? Gen 3 does it the best manga. No. I'm not saying the manga run isn't as good. I'm saying their performance wasn't as clearly defined as they were the best and strongest person. Let's see here. Wally, like E4, he got the Hound Dog in him. I think Wally minimum E4. I think Wally low key, like low champion tier. Like low key, he went from an asthmatic kid who started halfway through the season to an E4 challenger in his first season. I think Wally low key, low champion tier. Is all I'm saying. Not a career battler. Okay, we got Roxanne. I think given the extra 17, 18 years, I think probably, I mean, she's definitely strong in Bugsy. Yeah. You know what? I'm continuing to regret this decision. I'm going to fix this real quick. Let's see here. Wally's boy. Steven got GOAT champion. We will get, yeah, Steven is all the way down here. So we still got time to get to Steven. Steven is up there. Let's see. Roxanne is a teacher. I would say she's very strong. I agree that she's strong, which is why she's a gym leader. But I'm trying to think, because she's also one of those ones who very much splits her time. She's never been, like, she doesn't focus on being the strongest. She focuses on teaching, which I think is different. And hated Roxanne. Hey, listen, that goes crazy. Imagine choosing a Torchic in Gen 3. That's crazy. Roxanne visiting Paldea, loving all the stones sounds cool. That would be really fun. I'd read that fanfiction. I'd read that for sure. I want to clarify. The only people that I will insult on this list are weak gym leader and below. All right? Everybody else has my full and utter respect. I think Roxanne she's a good gym leader. Yeah. I think she's really good. I think Brawly suffers similarly, I think Brawly comes in at gym leader. Watson is not dead, but he is old. I think he comes in. Watson and Chuck hanging out would be such a fun time. I think that's where Watson comes in. Let's see here. Given that Flannery was so incredibly strong in her first season as a gym leader, I think she's probably up here in strong gym leader. Low key, given 17 years of training, I'm gonna put her on Surge level. I'm gonna put her up by Surge, I think. Yeah. I think Flannery strong gym leader. I think E4 challenger for sure. Yeah, I think that's the correct decision. Norman, fuck this guy. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Flannery's grandpa was an E4 member. That's true. Yeah, I think Norman. Fuck this guy. Yeah, I gotta do it to him. I gotta put Norman up here. I gotta do it to him. Fuck this guy. I hate Norman. This motherfucker. This son of a bitch. Yeah, he's E4 for sure. Let's see here. I think Norman and Winona are very similarly placed, I think I pair them together where they go. The crazy thing to me is Tate and Liza are sitting here as two separate characters, which I think is really funny. I think Tate and Liza, low key, hear me out. I think they get up to strong E4. Let's see here. Which team are we using for Norman? We're using whatever one's more fucking annoying. That's what Norman gets. But I think Tate and Liza, they were kids when we played against them in Emerald, Ruby Sapphire. 17 years later, they would be in their prime. They would be so strong. I think they're strong E4. I think their psychic connection has made them so incredibly powerful. They follow under Sabrina-esque rules. They just don't have her experience yet. Yeah. That slacking hit like a train. Yup. Now, we get to another champion. I'm going to put Wallace. I think this is the first actual champion that we're going to pop down to regular. Wallace is very powerful, but he's not Steven is the thing. I'll leave him at strong champion for now, but he's not Steven. He's very much not Steven. Yeah. Wallace has aura. Aura does keep him in the strong champion tier, I think. But I think he's not Steven, and I think that works against him. Like, a lot. Just straight up. That's where I think he's at. I think Juan... I think he's another one of those ones where he's past his prime. I think he gets low E4. I think this is where he gets. I think he gets low E4 level. Yeah. Yeah, see, like Wallace is, yeah, it's a good point. That's a really good point. Dirty Dice. Yeah, I'm knocking him down. I'm knocking him down to champion. I think Wallace just isn't Steven, and I think this is reserved for the Stevens and Cynthias of the world. This thing. I think champion's respectable as fuck, but I don't think he's anything to call home about when it comes to a champion. Sydney, I think is bottom at E4. Phoebe, I think, is higher. I think Phoebe is probably here. Let's see here. Oh my god. What is this character's name? What is this character's name? I don't remember her because all the other E4 were better. Yeah. Honestly, you would put Juan at strong gym leader. But again, remember, it's been 17 years. Bagger Dwarf, it's been 17 years. You know what? That's true. I do have a tier list for I don't know them, but I just didn't remember her name. I remember who she is. Glacia. Yeah, I think we probably. Yeah, I think we put her there. I think, unfortunately, that's where she goes. Now, we get Drake. Drake is up there, dog. I think Drake goes to top of strong E4. Former champion, but I think knocked down a tier from his age and the fact he's dead. Let's see here. Hone is a stacked league, passed by the younger ones. If we go Mongo Wallace, he's canonically on par with Steven. He's canonically spars and sleeps with Steven on a regular basis. So, did you add the and sleeps there, Lori? On par or very close by. Lori, that's exactly why I was debating strong champion or champion, because it's right on the edge for me, and I think the fact that he did lose to a gym leader regularly does make me put him down a little bit, but I think you're raising a great point. Drake's going to be dead, missing, spoilers, shipwrecked, or in Arizona or something stupid. That's exactly why Drake isn't champion tier anymore. That's exactly where he's at. is an episode coming out tomorrow on the 7th. By the way, if you did not see, we started doing this thing, and I'll pull it up on the YouTube, youtube.com/unbeatablecast. If you did not see it, we have started posting our schedules at the beginning of the month so that you can know what episodes and what live streams and stuff are happening. So there is an episode coming out tomorrow. Here on YouTube, it's going to be episode 12, but over on Patreon, it's going to be episode 15. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Let's see here. Juan being E4 is good respect on his name. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I think that he bottoms out there, or he tops out there. That's true. I think Drake can't show up punctually. I don't think that affects me. I think Steven, it's not even close. Where I'm going to put Steve, I'm not putting him at E4. I was just dragging him up. I think it's not even close. I think Steven goes at the current top of strong champion from the people we've seen thus far. I think Steven is just he's canonically so strong, right? Actually, you know what? With the training that I said Lance has done, I will actually put Lance above him for now, but I think it's close. I think it's very close. Yeah. I think Steve. That's where Steven goes. Very strong. No, if he dies, does he suffer the dead debuff? No, he would suffer the dead debuff. He'd go down a couple of tiers. He would suffer. Let's see here. I'm not worried about the villain orgs, so they're just gonna go with the spoilers channel. But don't worry, they're not actually coming in. Oh, I don't remember Zinnia's team well enough to tell you where she places. So I'm just gonna put that one there. I don't know who the fuck that is. 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 Now we get somewhere interesting. What is this character's name again? Because he's incredibly important to UB, and I'm trying to remember what his name is. Let's see here. So if Red is strong, so Red beat Ethan and UB. So no, Polikia, what we were talking about earlier is that one victory doth not make you the stronger trainer. And I still think Red is stronger, even if Ethan has won a battle or two. Let's see here. Arun, let's see, Gabby and Ty. Heard. Thank you. The reporters, they were so much fun. Nolan, thank you. I could not remember his name. Nolan is incredibly important to the lore of Unbeatable. Because, let's see, why they put Lucy and the reporters on the list? I know the trans. I don't know. But Nolan is incredibly important to the lore of UB in that the Reg Ice plotline would not happen if Battle Frontier, the anime, did not physically take place in the Kanto region, and Nolan had not been actively putting his temple there to look for one of the Reggies. So Nolan is incredibly important to the plot of UB, canonically owns multiple legendary Pokemon. I think he goes low champion. I think he goes probably... I think he beats out Chris with Chris's Suicune. I think this is where Nolan goes. Universe Red is a best of 5 battles to go crazy. It'd be fantastic. It'd be awesome. So I think Nolan goes up here. I think definitely. Nolan is very, 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 very powerful. I don't remember any of the rest of these characters' names, which sucks because I had a crush on these two bisexual fucking kings and queens over here. But I do not remember their names well enough to judge them where they would be in UB. Let's see here. Ooh, this character, she shows up in the Legends games, right? Or no, in Sun and Moon, she gets Wormhold, right? Brandon, am I fucking up? Brandon is the one? No one's the one with the Articuno. Sorry, thank you. It's this one. Yeah, with the Articuno, still makes it up here. Just not as high. Thank you, everyone. Sorp tier. Yeah, I mean, it's basically just like get rid of them. This character comes back in Ultra Sun and Moon, right? Like they get Wormhold or something like that. Don't they lose their memory or something like that? I don't remember the Ultra Sun and Moon games very well. Actually, from this point on, I'm just gonna grab people I remember. I think this is where he's gonna put him up here. These are pro tags from some of the side games, right? This is the Ore character, right? If I remember correctly, am I wrong? Smash your past here. Yeah. Lori, I appreciate that you're just pulling out names. You're just pulling out names. They don't mean anything to me. Cool. Y'all are saying a whole lot of words. Let's see here. Unpersoned when dealing with ultra wormholes. Oh, interesting. I think what we're going to do, there's a lot of characters that are left, but I do think we're hitting the end of the stream here. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to do a couple more key characters. I mean, Cynthia. I'm just continuing to drag her up. Come at me. If not, honestly, low key, come at me. Tell me I'm wrong. 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 All right? Argue with me. Tell me that I'm incorrect. All I'm saying is Cynthia, yeah, she is up there. She's up there, dog. I think there's a couple other characters that I wanted to get. Hilbert is going to take the place of both of the black and white protagonists. I think Hilbert goes there. Let's see here. Grabbing a couple extra ones. Who are some fun ones? Mars. Never actually got to show her off in an episode. Mars is strong E4. Let's see here. N is coming up here. Strong champion beats out both of these motherfuckers. No, that would people fight over. It's true. Spiritomb trainers built different. It's true. You're wrong, and I won't be arguing. Oh, okay, AJ, that's fair. Yeah. No. Again, Hilbert S plus. Hilbert S plus. Yeah. It's just. Oh yeah. Let me grab. Where are they? There we go. Lucas and Dawn. Dawn is gonna take the place of Lucas and Dawn together. They're gonna come up here. I think Researcher dropped them down, but they were strong champion, and now they come down next to Leaf and Blue. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Come at me, bro. Come at me. Gen 5 trainers are fucking insane. Gen 5 trainers are crazy, dog. Absolutely not. It all goes downhill once you start talking about power level and you get to Gen 6. Let's see here. I don't think N beats these two. He only beat past his prime Alder and immediately lost Blue. See, you say that. It's been since Black and White like 12 years, and N has continued to get strong. Let's see here. I want to know where Melanie goes because that's my lover. Well, you'll have to find out next time on Unbeatable. Thank you so much. I don't want to defend any of the rest of these because I'm not confident in anything after this because it's all sort of like I haven't really put a lot of time to think about it. Any of these guys Unbeatable rules. Where would rank 9 and 10 fall here? So because the players are never intended. Okay, actually, I'll pull back up the chart real quick because this is an important conversation to have. Let me see here. So the question that was asked was by AN1M8R. I'm assuming that actually spells something. Question. If statting these guys with unbeatable rules, would rank 9 and 10 fall here? Are some of these people above rank 10? Every single person above the gym leader tier, every single person, I would use the boss Pokemon rules on their ace. Every single Pokemon, I would make them rank 10 and their ace use the boss Pokemon rules. That is what I would do. Like, these are above rank 10. Rank 10 is the maximum of what a player character can reach with their teams. This is the equivalent of in Dungeons & Dragons. There are things with legendary actions. There are things that are challenge rating 30. There are Tarrasques. There are things the players will never be able to do that they have to, as a party, work together to kill. That is everybody above gym leader tier on this list. So, boss Pokemon rules, archetypes, everybody above gym leader gets boss rules. And even then, the gym leaders probably have individual Pokemon that I would use boss Pokemon rules on. They just maybe aren't rank 10, sort of like figured out, everything like that. Is there a timeline for UB? Only in the words of the podcast. I don't know that the wiki has gone that far because the wiki is a personal project for a few of the members of the community. 6 boss Pokemon, one after the other would suck. Yeah, it would suck. And that's why you don't do it. You don't fight Red. You don't fight Cynthia. Like, these aren't meant, unlike in the video games, these characters in UB aren't meant for you to fight. Miltank with boss rules is homophobic. I disagree. I think I'm empowering the gays. I think character is actually Zoroark using an illusion to hide as a person. I mean, I think it's interesting. Dragon Lemur, I think that there's plenty of precedent for Pokemon being trainers. I also miss Vermilion, Isabel. I also miss Vermilion. Yeah, it goes crazy. It goes crazy. But I think that's an important conversation to talk about. Is like when talking about these people, literally most of this chart, I would use boss Pokemon rules when battling them. Yeah. Yeah. But that's it. That's everything. So thank you so much for joining us on another Office Hours, everybody. I appreciate you guys stopping in. We're going to be doing another one of these over on... what's it called? On Thursday, March 12th, next week. So in 6 days. I only didn't do one yesterday because we were busy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. Just as a reminder, I pretty much before an office hours almost always hop into the Discord for like 20-30 minutes. If you guys are on our patron Discord, I go and I chat with our patrons, and it goes pretty crazy. Goodbye, everyone. I will see you later. Da, 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 da.